Hello everyone, this is Srimano and welcome to Genius Mathematics. In this video, we will be seeing about the divisibility tricks for the numbers 16 to 20. This is actually a part 3 video. Now let's start with the number 16. The divisibility trick for 16 is make sure the last two digits are divisible by 4. So we need to apply the divisibility trick for 4 for the last two digits. Then if that works, then we have to divide the number by 2 for 3 times. Now let's start with an example. Let's say 896. So the last two digits are divisible by 4, as we can see, since 96 is divisible by 4. Now we need to divide this number by 2 3 times. So let's divide. So 896 divided by 2 gives 448. Again if we divide, we get 224. Again if we divide, we get 112. Since this is an even number, that means this number is divisible by 16. So that's one thing about number 16. Now let's take another example. 1424. Now the last two digits, that is 24, is divisible by 4. So that thing is applicable for this. So divide this number by 2. 712, then 356, then 278. Since this is an even number, we have divided this by 2 3 times. Then also we get an even number. So this number is divisible by 16. This is the divisibility trick for the number 16. Now let's get to the next number, that is 17. For 17, we need to multiply units digit by 5, then subtract. Now let's take the example 595. Multiply the units digit by 5. This is the units digit in this number. If we multiply 5 by 5, we get 25. Then subtract, that is 59 minus 25 gives 34. We know 34 is divisible by 17. So this number is also divisible by 17. Now let's get another example. 986. Multiply the units digit by 5. That is 5 times 6 gives 30. So 98 minus 30 gives 68. We know 68 is divisible by 17, that is 17 times 4 gives 68. Since this is divisible by 17, we can say 986 is divisible by 17. Now let's get to the next number, that is the number 80. We need to apply the divisibility trick for the numbers 9 and 2. So just apply the divisibility trick for the numbers 9 and 2 to get the divisibility trick for the number 80. So the example we have here is 792. Clearly this number is divisible by 2 since the last digit is an even number. For the divisibility trick for the number 9, add all these numbers. We get 7 plus 9 plus 2, which gives 18. And 18 is divisible by 9. So this number is divisible by both 2 and 9. So we can say this number is divisible by 18. So that is the divisibility trick for the number 18. Now for the number 19, multiply units digit by 2, then add. This is the divisibility trick for the number 19. Now let's take the example 1026. So multiply units digit by 2. In this case 6 times 2 is 12. Then add 102 plus 12 gives 114. We cannot say directly if this number is divisible by 19. So again apply this divisibility trick. Multiply units digit by 2. That is 4 times 2 is 8. Then add. So 11 plus 8 gives 19. 19 is divisible by 19. So 1026 is also divisible by 19. Now the next example. Let's say 1653. Now multiply units digit by 2. That is 3 times 2 gives 6. Then add 165 plus 6 gives 171. Again, we cannot say if this number is directly divisible by 19 since this is a higher number. So again apply this rule. So units digit by 2, that is 17 plus 2 gives 19. So this number is divisible by 19. So 1653 is also divisible by 19. This is the divisibility trick for the number 19. Now let's get to the last number, which is 20. The ending number must be either 20, 40, 60, 80 or 0 zeros. So if a number ends with these numbers, then the number is divisible by 20. Or we can say the number should be divisible by 2, or like 10. If the number is divisible by 10, next check if the previous number is divisible by 2. In this way we can say if a number is divisible by 20. Now let's take the example of 1920. Clearly we can say this number ends with 20, so this number is divisible by 2. We can also say this number is divisible by 10. So see the previous number, it is 2, that is this number is even number, so it is divisible by 2. So this number is divisible by 20. So that is the divisibility trick for the numbers 16 to 20. Thank you.